What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am here with a little bit different video. You guys know I've been doing a lot of top 5 rankings, usually directors. I'm going to be doing some other type of rankings where I just give you top 5 of some sort of category. And with this month being November and everyone talking about Criterion movies, Criterion collection, I got to get my Criterions. I have some, and I wanted to give you my top 5 favorite Criterion movies that I have purchased, period. Now, I do have some criteria for this. I picked movies only that I saw because they were on Criterion, meaning I have never seen any of these movies prior to Criterions. That means you won't see like Raging Bull or Princess Bride or The Game or, all those movies where I had seen them either in the theater or just before, Breakfast Club. Like, I loved those movies before they got Criterions. These are ones that I would have probably never saw if it wasn't for Criterion Collection. So that was my criteria, and I have a lot over there. My Criterion thing is back there behind the camera that I still have not watched. So these are my top 5 favorite that I have seen thanks to these sales where I purchased them on sale and I really liked them. Before I get into my top 5, if you would please just give me a thumbs up down below if you like Criterion, if you collect them, and also leave me a comment with some of your favorite movies that you discovered because of the Criterion Collection. And if you would please consider subscribing to the channel. That way, every week when we drop new videos, you get notified. Hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. Okay, so these are not in any order. These are not 5. I mean, I'll go through 5 to 1, but they're not in that order necessarily. The first one is going to be a movie from 1981. This is, let's see, everybody likes it. This is Spy Number 691, and this is a Michael Mann film, and it's a movie called Thief. Now, the first time I watched this was when Alex and I did our Michael Mann director spotlight over on the live shows. And I had never heard of this movie before Criterion. I bought this on the sale, like when I first started buying them. I was like, oh, Michael Mann, I know him. I like him. James Caan, I like him. And so I bought it, and then I didn't watch it all the way like years later until we did that. And man, what a great movie. Michael Mann I like pretty much almost every movie he's made. There's 2 or 3 that I don't care for, but this one is fantastic. If you have not seen Thief, do yourself a favor. Give it a watch. All right, next up. Now, this is a weird movie. This is from 2004, Spy Number 1092. I never heard of this movie in my life, and it's called Throwdown. Okay, Throwdown. I got it because I like this cover, and I liked this guy back here. He looks like he was going to fight. Yeah, this is... I don't know how I can describe this movie to you, but it's basically about a guy who does... What's the fighting style that they do in here? They do judo. It's judo fighting. So, grabbing them, flipping them over, all this stuff. And this guy's walking around and he wants to be like the #1 judo fighter in the city, in the land, in the world. He just goes up to people and challenges them to fights and then does judo on them. And he one day bumps into someone who also has a history of being a great judo fighter. And there's also a girl character. And this is a weird movie because it has fighting in it, but I wouldn't call it necessarily a martial arts film. It's definitely more of a drama. There's some comedy in it too. And yeah, this is like it's a Hong Kong movie. So look, I can't really explain it. You have to watch it. It is actually really good, a little quirky. So if you like a little quirkiness, give it a watch. Throwdown, really good movie. Next up, that's a classic film, 1961, Spy Number 52, Akira Kurosawa. It's gonna be Yojimbo. I didn't really know much. I only knew the name Akira Kurosawa prior to getting into collecting Criterions. I only knew the name as like this. He's one of the greatest directors of all time, and just never got into any of his films. This was the first Kurosawa movie I ever watched, and I have since seen a few other ones, and this one's still my favorite. It is so good. Toshiro Mifune, I think is how you say his name. He's amazing in this, and this was the inspiration for one of those Man with No Name movies with Clint Eastwood. I know they redid it as like a spaghetti western, but this version, it is so good. There's like their underlying sense of humor as well in this one, but it's pretty much a western, but set with samurais. If you have not seen Yojimbo, do yourself a favor. It is amazing. All right, next up is going to be a movie from 1993, Spy Number 913. This is going to be Martin Scorsese's The Age of Innocence. Another one, and I love Scorsese, and I had never heard of this movie. I remember looking, going through the sale, and I'm looking, I see this cover art, and I'm like, what the heck is this? This looks like something I don't want. And then right under, I see a Martin Scorsese picture. I said, well, you know what? Maybe I should check it out. Then Daniel Day-Lewis is in it. Michelle Pfeiffer is in it. I love them. Let me give it a watch. And it's definitely, I could see people thinking maybe it's a little boring, I didn't find it boring, but I think, Scorsese is just such a good director. This is way off from his normal stuff. There's no gangsters and mobsters. It's a love story, and it is very good. I really liked it. It's a period piece. It's set in New York, back in the old, I don't even know when. Doesn't say on the back, but yes, very good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And my last one, this is from 1973, Spy Number 89. And this is a movie that is, I recently mentioned in my Brian De Palma top 5. And that's going to be a movie called Sisters. Now, this is Margot Kidder. This is essentially it's kind of like a very Hitchcockian type thriller. It's a thriller about this set of twins, and one of them murders somebody, and then it goes into the whole thing of there was a witness. What did they see? Did they really see what they thought they saw? Who did it? Why'd they do it? And it's a thriller, and it's a 70s thriller. Brian De Palma, great direction. All his tropes are there. You get the split screen. You get the, all that kind of, all the trickery he likes to do with the camera. And yeah, it's really, really, really good. It's really good. Early De Palma. If you haven't seen Sisters, give it a watch. So there's 5 criterions that I recommend. Now, these are all from like pretty big directors, to be honest with you, except Throwdown. I don't even know who Johnny Toe? I don't know how to say his name. I don't know who he is, but Thief, Throwdown, Yojimbo, Age of Innocence, Sisters. If you are like me and maybe you like some of these directors but have not seen all their films, these are some of their earlier ones or smaller ones that you should check out. Anyway, let me know down below, is there any movies you discovered in the Criterion Collection that you had never heard of or seen that you really enjoyed? I want to know what yours are. Until next time, take it easy.